The ideal of a universal religion, how it must embrace different types of minds and methods. Text 1. Wheresoever our senses reach, or whatsoever our minds imagine, we find therein the action and reaction of two forces, the one counteracting the other and causing the constant play of the mixed phenomena that we see around us and of those which we feel in our minds. In the external world, the action of these opposite forces is expressing itself as attraction and repulsion, or as centripetal and centrifugal forces, and in the internal, as love and hatred, good and evil. We repel some things, we attract others. We are attracted by one, we are repelled by another. Many times in our lives, we find that without any reason whatsoever, we are, as it were, attracted towards certain persons. At other times, similarly, we are repelled by others. This is patent to all, and the higher the field of action, the more potent and more remarkable, and the influences of these opposite forces. Religion is the highest plane of human thought and life, and herein we find that the workings of these two forces have been most marked. The intensest love that humanity has ever known has come from religion, and the most diabolical hatred that humanity has known has also come from religion. The noblest words of peace that the world has ever heard have come from men on the religious plane, and the bitterest denunciation that the world has ever known has been uttered by also religious men. The higher the objective of any religion and the finer and its organization, the more remarkable are its activities. No other human motive has deluged the world with blood so much as religion. At the same time, nothing has brought into existence so many hospitals and asylums for the poor. No other human influence has taken such care, not only of humanity but also of the lowest of animals, as religion has done. Nothing makes us so cruel as religion, and nothing makes us so tender as religion. This has been so in the past and will also, in all probability, be so in the future. Yet, out of the midst of this din and turmoil, this strife and struggle, this hatred and jealousy of religions and sections, there have arisen from time to time potent voices drowning all these noises, making themselves heard from pole to pole, as it were, proclaiming peace and harmony. Will it ever come? Is it possible that there should ever reign unbroken harmony in this plane of mighty religious struggle? The world is exercised in the latter part of this century by the question of harmony. In society, various plans are being proposed and attempts are made to carry them into practice. But we know how difficult it is to do so. People find that it is almost impossible to mitigate the fury of the struggle of life, to tone down the tremendous nervous tension that is in man. Now, if it is so difficult to bring harmony and peace to the physical plane of life, the external, gross, and outward side of it, then a thousand times more difficult is it to bring peace and harmony to rule over the internal nature of man. I would ask you for the time being to come out of the network of words. We have been hearing from childhood of such things as love, peace, charity, equality, and universal brotherhood, but they have become to us mere words without meaning, words which we repeat like parrots, and it has become quite natural for us to do so. We cannot help it. Great souls who first felt these great ideas in their hearts manufactured these words, and at that time many understood their meaning. Later on, ignorant people have taken up those words to play with them and made religion a mere play upon words and not a thing to be carried into practice. It becomes my father's religion, our nation's religion, our country's religion, and so forth. It becomes only a phase of patriotism to profess any religion, and patriotism is always partial. To bring harmony into religion must always be difficult, yet we will consider this problem of the harmony of religions. We see that in every religion there are three parts. I mean, in every great and recognized religion. First, there is a philosophy which presents the whole scope of that religion. setting forth its basic principles, the goal, and the means of reaching it. The second part is mythology, which is philosophy made concrete. It consists of legends relating to the lives of men or of supernatural beings and so forth. It is the abstractions of philosophy concretized in the more or less imaginary lives of men and supernatural beings. The third part is the ritual. This is still more concrete and made up of forms and ceremonies, various physical attitudes, flower and incense, and many other things that appeal to the senses. In these consists the ritual. You will find that all recognized religions have these three elements. Some lay more stress on one, some on another. Let us now take into consideration the first part, philosophy. Is there one universal philosophy? Not yet. Each religion must bring out its own doctrines and insist upon them as being the only true ones. And not only does it do that, but it thinks that he who does not believe in them must go to some horrible place. Some will even draw the sword to compel others to believe as they do. This is not through wickedness, but through a particular disease of the human brain called fanaticism. They are very sincere, these fanatics, the most sincere of human beings, but they are quite as irresponsible as other lunatics in the world. This disease of fanaticism is one of the most dangerous of all diseases. All the wickedness of human nature is roused by it. Anger is stirred up, nerves are strung high, and human beings become like tigers.